Good afternoon, and this is another episode of Alliance Chamber SWLA Insider. I'm Eric Cormier, Vice President of Policy and Strategic Development for the agency. And today we have our Executive Vice President, Ms. Liz Deville. And today she's going to talk about organizational planning. And the reason she's talking about this issue is she's a graduate and teacher in IOM. Now I'm going to have her explain what IOM is and some of her background. And then we're going to talk about some things that she thinks are important for companies to consider as they have some downtime due to COVID-19. So Liz, first of all, how are you doing and how's the chamber staff doing?
Eric, I'm doing really good. Chamber staff is doing well considering. We're all working remotely and everyone's been very well so far.
Good. So let's talk about IOM, organizational management. You are an instructor, but for folks who don't know about IOM, give us a little background.
Yes, IOM is actually a course that is offered by the U.S. Chamber, and the acronyms are Institute of Organization Management. I'm a graduate of IOM 2015, Villanova, Pennsylvania, and the year that I graduated, I was asked to be brought back into the curriculum as an instructor, which is a volunteer basis. And so actually I was a class advisor, not an instructor. And then after that stint, I was asked to be on the Board of Regents. So I'm in my third year, actually fourth year, which we've sort of bypassed this because of the circumstances. So, but I do continue to be on the Board of Regents.
So then with that background and talking to so many different organizational leaders, a lot of companies are down right now. What's your impressions on things they should be thinking about possibly reorganizing or tweaking the way they operate as COVID-19 continues to progress?
Well, Eric, I can tell you that everyone in a professional organization, I can't emphasize on the importance of having a crisis management plan. And also, with that being said, being on the leading edge of technology. I will tell you just shortly, 2014, I started with the partnership. And then in 2015, we experienced Hurricane Rita. A lot of people will say that this tends to be sort of like a hurricane, which in some ways it does, but there's no visual evidence of the destruction that's going on. But I will tell you that we have ramped up and we are virtually operable remotely. So that means several of our employees are able to stay in contact and work daily from their home.
Mm-hmm. So for folks who are trying to figure out the basics of dealing in a crisis, organizing themselves to deal in a crisis, having technology, what are some of the easier steps to start making to prep themselves for now and the future?
I would recommend highly of getting all of your legal documents and important documents digitally. So that being said, put them where they are stored on an external drive or on the cloud, something that you are able to access outside of your work environment. And there again, I will tell you, just be on the leading edge of technology.
Exactly. Now, something else I think is important is folks being able to take care of their books. What are your insights on that?
Yes, we actually, we deal with QuickBooks here at the Alliance, and we do backups, and we also have an outside agency, CPA firm that reviews our books. So they have access, but with that being said, we have to send them the backup. So what we've chosen to do since the COVID episode, we have moved to online QuickBooks Edition. That way we are able to operate as much as possible remotely, and everything is stored in the cloud or on the cloud. And so that way you can basically work as if you are at your desk in an office environment.
Now, here's something else I'm sure that y'all touched: the mentality of operating an organization. Got to be positive. What's the insights on that?
Eric, I tell you what, never in my wildest dreams did I think in my lifetime that we would be faced with something like this. And I found myself to be running high on anxiety, and I had to sort of take a step back and reevaluate, hey, you know, I have faith, and I'm relatively healthy, other than being a little bit on the fluffy side. And I know that I will be taken care of. As far as our staff, I think it's very important to stay engaged as a team, and not only as a team, but as a family. Because here at the Alliance, we like to treat each other with the love and respect that you would your normal family, and also put that vibe out to our business community and let our members know that, yes, you are a part of our family here at the Alliance or the Chamber.
Right. That's kind of like a moniker that we kind of talk about. We don't really look at them as clients. We look at them as our business family, i.e. our family.
Yes, and we do, you know, all of us want to take care of our family members and make sure that everyone is safe and happy. And so we also are doing the best we can to make sure that our business community and our members here at the Chamber are safe and healthy.
So one last question, and it goes back to your IOM expertise. What do you think is probably the most important piece of advice you can give in helping a business think about strategizing for the future?
Strategizing, put everything down on paper, make a plan. And what I find myself doing is I make a short-term plan. And hey, if that works, you know, in the case of a hurricane, let's say we have to evacuate, you can always do a test. And then once you know that that's perfected and it works, then go back and do a long-term plan. So don't try to overdo it. You will be overwhelmed. So just take pieces. And that's sort of my advice. Just do it in small steps. And if it works well, you know that you can run with it and go for the long-term plan and stick to it. Tweak it as needed, as always.
Exactly.
And make sure, one more thing I have to say is that, you know, you have changes. Everyone does in their lifetime. So your business will change and it will grow. So you need to make sure that once you have that plan in place, that it is constantly updated. Review it occasionally, however you see deemed fit. Review it and make those changes so that if something happens in your organization, the next person can carry that business through.
Exactly. And that's very, very important. Well, that's what we want to talk about today a little bit with Liz. And thank you so much. Anything else you want to say to the family?
Eric, I just want to tell you thanks for all that you do and trying to keep all of us together. And I hope everyone stays safe out there, stay well, and good luck with your organization. If there's anything that we can do to help you here, don't hesitate to give us a call.
Yes, indeed. And here at the Alliance, that number is 337-433-3632. Also visit us on our website at www.allianceswla.org. We're keeping a lot of information out there. And also visit us at our social media platforms like Facebook and